He slid the papers across the table as if they were nothing. A stack of signatures meant to erase me. Me, who paid for the walls around us. Me, whose name built the life he now wanted to carve himself out of. "Sign the papers or get out," he said. Mocking, smooth, like he had already rehearsed the victory. I didn't blink, not because I wasn't breaking, but because the breaking had already happened hours earlier when I found the message on his phone. A message not meant for my eyes. A message that didn't say much, just enough to make everything tilt. Did she leave yet? I can't wait until she's out of the house. Tonight, finally. It was the timestamp that stung. The casual hunger tucked into the words. The certainty. I stood there now, in the house I bought, watching him push those papers toward me with a grin that didn't match the man I thought I married. He thought this moment belonged to him. That I was cornered. That I would beg. I didn't. I signed. One stroke. Clean. Sharp. His face flickered. Just a split second. Confusion. Before arrogance. Drowned it again. Good. He didn't deserve to understand yet. I left the house quietly. Not because he threw me out, but because I had somewhere else to go. Someone else to meet. The lawyer. Not his, not mine. Someone neutral. Someone who could confirm what I already suspected about the documents. He had been so eager for me to sign. The suspicion had been growing for weeks. Midnight absences. Sudden trips. New cologne he pretended not to wear. Phone always face down. I kept quiet. Observed. Counted patterns like breaths. Checked our financials. Every transfer. Every withdrawal. Every lie disguised as paperwork. He thought I didn't know the house deed had been quietly amended 2 months ago. He thought slipping my name off the business account would go unnoticed. He thought his late-night conversations with her were invisible. I let him think every one of those things. 12 hours after I walked out, I heard what I had been waiting for. His lawyer, his screaming, through the phone loud, enough to echo through the hallway of my hotel. "You fool, do you know what you just did?" I didn't need to hear more. I already knew. He crumbled onto the chair, breath shallow. Realization sinking in like a blade made of ice. I turned away from him. No triumph. No gloating. Only silence. As I stepped outside, the morning air felt colder than I remembered. But it was clean. Mine. He thought throwing me out would break me. But here's the truth. You can't break someone who already walked away from the wreckage. You can only watch as they leave you to drown in it. By forcing my signature, he'd accidentally nullified the hidden agreements he thought would trap me. The house reverted to sole ownership. Mine. His business assets became exposed. His financial misdirection legally traceable. And the woman he'd been planning his new life with? She wasn't legally protected either. Everything he tried to build behind my back had just set itself on fire. I returned to the house the next morning. He was there, eyes hollow, hands shaking, papers scattered like ashes around him. He looked up at me as if I were a ghost. Maybe I was. The last version of me he could manipulate had died the moment I found that message. "What did you do?" he whispered. I placed the certified document on the table between us. The one confirming the legal chain of ownership. The one proving everything he'd tried to steal was already back under my name. The moment he forced my hand, I didn't raise my voice, didn't slam anything, didn't ask why. "I signed," I said. "Just like you wanted."